老板聪哥可以了，现在可以开始了。
Hi, everybody. So today's live streaming, we will talk about amazing update from BTFS and the BTT program. And also, of course, you guys can ask me like anything you want to know about, Warren Buffett and where is his Bitcoin and where is his TRX and the BTT. But this is not the main topic of today's live streaming. So today's live streaming, I would like to introduce our project manager, Tong here. He is mainly responsible for all the BTFS development. And if you have any question about BTT progress and also the same about BTFS, so this is the perfect timing for you guys to ask him. So for today's live stream, I will first introduce a little bit about BTFS update, and then I will ask some specific question, ask Tong some specific question, and then we will collect question from the audience in Periscope, Twitter, DLive, YouTube. So we can go from there. So first of all, I would like to introduce the BTFS mainnet launch this time. So before, a lot of people is talking about BTFS, ask me like how we can use BTFS, how we can pay for BTFS. And after today, everything comes true. So today, after today, developers can feel free to build on BTFS. We have been closely working with several developers to build their decentralized application on top of the BTFS. At the same time, users on BitTorrent side, they can earn money from contributing their storage to the ecosystem. So there is two parts. Developer, they can spend and build their application, and users, they can earn by contributing their storage to the BTFS. So after today, we have this ecosystem officially launched, and this is one of the most important milestone for Tron Network, because Tron Network is more like a blockchain infrastructure provider. And BTFS and BTT is more like a decentralized storage infrastructure provider. So if we have these two pieces come together, it will have a great synergy to our ecosystem. So I will go to detail and I will ask Tong. And for a lot of the people in the DLive, this is also very important because we know all the Lino will convert to BTT, and the lots of the streamers and also people on DLive become BTT holders. BTFS use the same currency with DLive, so it share the BTT token. So all the BTT token will benefit the DLive and also benefits a lot of the BTT holders. So that's why I think this is also very important to DLive ecosystem as well. So let's get started with all the question about BTFS 1.0.2. Tong, can you give us a little bit introduction about yourself and also the recent progress of BTFS?
Sure. Thank you, Justin. My name is Cong. Last name is Li. I'm the head of engineering here in the Tron San Francisco office. Along together with Peter, we acquired back in 2018. So BTFS is one of the project I'm leading, and one of the teams is working on this. Recently, a couple of weeks ago, BTFS is one of the project I'm leading, and one of the teams is working. We have launched BTFS BTT token integration. So it is a huge milestone for the whole team and for the product and also for the industry as well. BTFS is one of the biggest decentralized storage platform launched like Q3 last year, and it was launched without a cryptocurrency integration. But this time we have enabled the full end-to-end cryptocurrency payment flow. Now BTT token has become the native currency for the platform. Thank you. Justin? Justin.
Okay, so I will go to the specific detail of BTFS. Cong, can you elaborate a little bit on what's whole BTFS renter flow?
Okay, BTFS first. Let me explain what is BTFS renter. So for the BTFS whole network, there are currently tens of thousands hosts providing that disk space for the user to use. And on the user side, consumer side, there are BTFS renters. Now, if the renters want to use BTFS to store files, normally they're actually decentralized apps. You can experience the whole renter flow. The flow is like deposit on-chain BTT on Tron.network, and then to BTFS node wallet, which is the in-app wallet. And this wallet is used shared between BTFS and Speed, another project we are working on and launched last year. And you can then use CLI interface to add and upload files to the BTFS network. Through this process, you will automatically pay the BTT to consume the BTFS storage. And then you can retrieve whenever you need to the file for free. That's the renter flow.
So, Cong, can you elaborate a little bit about the whole BTFS host flow?
Sure. We have already tens of thousands users who have become our host now. For the host, if you want to lend your unused hard drive space to contribute to the BTFS decentralized network, you can do with following steps. First, you opt in as a host. It's purely opt-in model, and then you ensure your machine having a good uptime. Why? Because the better uptime you have, the higher chance the renter will choose your machine to be one of the hosts to serve their files, and the more chance you can earn BTT tokens. Then your BTT, your host will be paid by default by monthly, and you can change that later, like for example by weekly or by quarterly later on. Then all you need to do is just wait for the BTT to come to your local wallet. That's it.
So basically, the flow is very simple. So everybody, as long as you opt in as a BTFS host, you can earn BTT automatically.
Yes.
Also, a lot of the people is care about the pricing structure. So can you elaborate a little bit on how much developer needs to pay and how much you can earn by contributing storage to BTFS?
Sure. I think this is a very interesting topic. I want to explain like the BTFS network a little bit. A lot of the users who have enrolled in BTFS to contribute the space, they are already BTorrent users. BTorrent users normally have that kind of feature that they keep their machines running and stay there. So they already consume their the power and bandwidth. And for this like new BTFS enrollment, they can make like earn BTT tokens without introduce new cost. For this is from the host side, and from the renter side, we did a lot of research and comparing to the current like centralized storage as well. I think we have very competitive pricing strategies set up for now. Currently, by default, renter only need to pay about 23 BTT per gigabyte per month, which is less than 1 cent per gigabyte according to current like exchange price. And on the host side, they will earn like a little bit more than 7,000 BTT per terabyte per month. Which is roughly 3.3 dollars US dollars terabyte per month. I think like it's very competitive.
So basically, for the developers, BTFS network is very reliable, at the same time, it's very cost efficiency. So we welcome a lot of the developers. They can start to using BTFS as one of their main storage plan.
Exactly. Like pricing wise, I have one thing I can mention. If you buy some storage on the centralized service, normally you pay, for example, $10 for a terabyte per month. No matter you use it or not, you will always pay. But for BTFS network, it's not the case. It's only paid by the usage. If you like save like 1 megabyte, you only pay 1 megabyte. On the host side, as we said, there's no cost, no extra cost. You just mentioned the reliability, which is a good question. For each file, we by default split into 30 shards, and which is like double the size of the original file, and stored on 30 hosts globally. There's a special algorithm that even if there are below 20 hosts of the 30 are shutting down, the file can still be recovered, which is excellent. And at the same time, when you upload your file, when you rent a space, upload the file to the BTFS network, you can choose a guard service to repair your file. So it won't happen a lot, but just in case it happened, for example, like 10 hosts of the 30 goes down, and the file will be fixed immediately by the guard. And at the same time, you don't need to pay extra BTT for that repair.
Okay, so can you also tell us about the renter pricing and host pricing.
Sure. For renter pricing, BTFS offers a pay-per-use pricing for renters, as I just mentioned. However, traditional cloud storage provide like lock-in effect. Users can only opt in for monthly or even yearly and pay all they have subscribed for. For example, some service may have a free tier of 2 GB, and then the next pricing tier is $12 per month, and then $120 yearly plan for 2 terabyte usage. So in this case, if you only consume 3 GB, you will still need to pay all like above price, which is very, very expensive. For BTFS, as we said, you only need to pay like about 3 cents each month for this 3 gigabyte, and for the 12 months, it's like less than $0.50. For host pricing, as a host, you have a spare computer and you can host for BTFS and get rewarded. For example, currently an 8 terabyte external drive costs around $130. And if you are a typical BitTorrent user, the machine is already running. And if the host were to use the host for BTFS, then host will be break even at the 5th month. Basically, that means that by the 5th month, end of the 5th month, you will already like earn all the money you have spent for the hard drive. And for the US, it could be a little bit more expensive, which takes 7 months, which is still very good.
Fantastic. Can you tell us a little bit about like the future plan and the bigger picture for BTFS?
Yeah, I think like we have achieved like excellent milestones, but I think like overall there's still a lot of things we want to do and to improve. By looking at the like the roadmap of the BTFS, nodes are nodes are distributed all across all the world already, even in some of the like remote areas. After Q2 2020, we will launch the host web UI being shipped to BitTorrent and uTorrent clients, and we will see very, very highly decentralized network of BTFS nodes. As a host, maybe like $20 per month income does not mean a whole lot in some countries, but it could certainly be handsome income for many other countries over the world. On this perspective, we may see more hosts from different parts of the world hosting from for like BTFS. I would like also to say like we have seen interest from the community for quite a lot of countries, including some developed countries as well.
Okay, I know you want to do a demo like to our community today, and I'm also looking forward to it. Yeah, I think right now is the time you can start the demo.
Oh, sure. Just give me 1 second. I'm going to share a little bit, but not the whole flow, because the whole flow takes actually a very long time. But I can also share a video so that you can see the whole flow. I'm going to share my screen now. One second. So share my screen. So I will share a little bit like how it works and how I can upload the file, pair the file, and retrieve the file. But later on, I will also share a whole video so that teaching you how to do that from the beginning to the very far end. I have 2 tabs here on my Mac. On the left side, I studied the BDFS demo, which is a local like renter. But keep in mind, if you are a consumer user, you don't need any of this normally. What you need to do is only to use a decentralized apps to achieve this. And you might not even have to hold the tokens to do this. I'm going to show you another example later. So how to get BTFS, how to start a demo, and it will be shown in a later video I will share with you because I don't want to spend much time here. On the right-hand side, on the second tab, I'm going to show like the example how we can upload a file. So this is the command test dot m test2. So this command is called BTFS add the chunker read Solomon. Read Solomon is the algorithm I just mentioned about, and this is a file. This is a file I'm going to upload. I did not. I'm not going to use a super large file because it takes some time. I want to be quicker. So I added this file to the BTFS network already, but it's currently only on my local node. That means the file is still on my local machine. So actually, I want to get rid of this, and I want to turn off my laptop. I want to use the BTFS network. So what are you going to do? Now, the next thing you want to do is upload this file to the network. So you will get a session ID here. This is the session ID where you upload the file to the network. And the next, you can check the status of the upload. I'm going to explain a little bit later. Let me see, do this first. Oops. Status, okay. Sorry. Session ID. Here. So I want to explain a little bit what happened. So for this one, I add the video to the BTFS network, but local only. For the second one, I'm going to upload the file to the whole BTFS network. But I don't know which machines it will choose yet, but it will be automatic and choose the best machines in the network. Probably the most like available, and also probably it's like very cheap as well. That are some algorithms around this, and by doing so, by the way, your wallet will be automatically charged. So you will pay with your BDT in your app balance. In the full video I'm sharing with you later, you can see how do you with a deposit and how it is going to be charged. I'm not going to show all the details now. And the next one is that I'm checking the status of the upload. So once it's done, it is done. So currently my machine is served as a decentralized app. Actually, it's not served as a consumer user. Consumer user should not have this kind of difficulties. What else? Let me switch to the next one. Give me 1 second. So what I'm showing here is actually a video serving in the BTFS network. It is in total 7 minutes, 7 and 30 minutes, 7 minutes and 30 seconds. It shows you, I'm going to explain in the detail a little bit. The video is available on the BTFS network and you can access everywhere. So I already have a BTFS node locally. I can access there. This is a community developer developed BTFS gateway. You can access every single BTFS file as well from here. So to make it more smoothly, I also downloaded to make it a little bit fast. I also downloaded the file locally. I can explain a little bit what happened in the video. So firstly, it teaches you how to set up the local node, get the private key. So this private key like becomes like public now. And it teach you how to download the BTFS tool called Ledger Util, so that you can check your in-app balance. Okay, I'm going to move a little bit fast here. What is this? So here you use the util utility tool, and then you can check your balance there. This is your private key. Now it's 0. See, you have 0 balance there, and 0 balance here. And next is going to teach you how to get some BTT from Tron network to the in-app balance. I'm going to here. Basically, I'm going to skip through this video. Basically, you can download a speed. It's another project developed by our same team and from San Francisco. And you can use that tool to transfer your BTT from Tron blockchain to the in-app wallet. So here we go. Set up the wallet here. I want to say that it's not for consumer. This is mostly for DApp developers. Consumer won't need to do this. And here, this video try to deposit 2,000 BTT tokens into the in-app wallet. And after a while, you can see that about 60 minutes, I would say, 60 seconds. Oops. See, succeed. So now it succeed. And we're going back to the utility to check the in-app balance. Give me 1 second. Oh, that get the private key here. So this is a private key. So now you can see that the in-app, you have 2,000 BTT token already. Remember, there are 6 zeros behind after that for the like 6 decimal precision. But in fact, it's 2,000 BTT tokens. And what is the next? So the next, like, show the video I just showed you. How do you upload a video, go to the network and pay it? I think the payment should be showing here. Upload. Basically the same thing, status init. Did I see the balance change? Okay. Here. Okay, it wait for a while before it becomes successful. Okay, give me 1 second. I skipped through too much. So that the video is uploaded like to be successfully. Let me go back to my thing here. Okay. So the status here, it shows complete. It shows complete. And the next, this is going to check the balance. See, you already paid some BTT token from your automatically, and the video is already uploaded. The video was the video we just played. It's a Tron like promotion video. Let's see. Let's check on the BTFS network. So this video uses the same BTFS gateway developed by the community. Okay, cool. Now we can see the BTFS video we just paid and uploaded to the network. Now it's all done. The full payment flow, upload flow, and also the download flow. For this case, we downloaded from the BTFS gateway called like a BTFS sorter. This is another example, like the community already tried something, so they can use BTFS network to serve their videos. That's all the end-to-end flow I would like to share. Thank you, Justin.
Thanks, Tong. So basically, after this flow, you can see how you can upload the files into BTFS system and how you can get paid, and also how you can pay for the storage you have been used. So for those of you who didn't understand about decentralized storage here, basically it's offer alternatives to the centralized storage plan. In decentralized storage plan, the files you store in the internet cannot be deleted by anyone in the world. Even, for example, me or Chong, even we are the creator of BTFS, we can't delete your files, and we don't store your files as well. Your file is stored decentralized in a random like computer on Earth, basically. Also, it's not only censorship resistant, it's also prevent from disaster or any incident. Delete your files on centralized storage plan, because the files is stored decentralized. It's just like blockchain. It can't be deleted, or the same way it's very reliable as well. So that's why the BTFS actually offer a cheaper and more reliable and also a safer plan for all the developers and the DApp on Tron, and also for other developers as well. So you can see like Tong give a demo about DTube. So DTube is more like a decentralized YouTube. So right now, these days, you know about like crypto purge on YouTube. So YouTube is basically keep like deleted the crypto videos. So in the future, welcome everybody to migrate to DTube or DLive. So we will provide a very reliable home for everybody in the crypto and in other area as well. So we want to empower a very cheaper and reliable storage services for everybody in the world. So we would like to take some questions. So I think this is like all our live streaming today, right, Tong?
Yes.
Yes. So
yeah,
so we can take some questions from here. So if like any, we accept any questions, but if you ask about BTFS, we will take this question as a priority. So so Tong, I think when people ask a question, so when sign up as a host, like how to sign up like a host?
Oh, there's so basically, if you go to the GitHub, there's a configuration file, and you just need to mention like that you will become a host. And there's some caveats that we have different networks. We have only one mainnet for BTFS. For the testnet network, you can be like any test network like host as well. If you want to earn tokens, make sure you are on the main network.
So basically right now, if you want to become like a BTFS host, you need to download the files on BTFS. Do we have like any easy way in the future so all the other consumers can become like a host of BTFS?
Yes, I would say there are a few of them. First one, what we have been doing is to do the integration with BitTorrent client, and that's where we have a lot of users who are interested and agree with the terms of the service. Then they get enrolled. This is the first one. But even if you use BitTorrent software, it may not be guaranteed because we only roll out for a small percent of users so far, because we don't have a lot of a consumer side coming in yet. It will come very soon later. The second solution you might have is that you just download the BTFS binary. We have different versions like Windows, Mac, and even Linux. You can do that, and you start and from your machine, then you keep it there. It will work perfectly. And the third one, if you're like more like a developer or a programmer, you can also download the source code from the GitHub, which you could see from the video as well. It's open source, and it includes everything you want to do, and you can build the binary on your platform, and you can run that as well.
So there is a user have a question in DLive. His name is the Ugly Jew. He have a question: how to prevent illegal contents from being uploading, which puts the entire seed box at risk, being raided or taken down?
Okay. So, I mean, this is a decentralized storage. It's purely P2P network. There are a few things I want to mention. We do encourage everyone to only use like legal content, include what we have demoed are the licensed content we have, our own promotion videos. This is the first one. The second one that it's purely peer-to-peer. It's just like BitTorrent software. I want to mention that there's no way we as the builder who is building the software can control the network. It's out of our control. The third one I want to mention that, so according to the algorithm, all the files will be split by into different shards. And each of the shard cannot be a file. And it's actually a binary. I don't think that shard can be used. So that probably means like you are hosting a shard of the file, and the piece of shard is useless, I would say.
So basically, from my understanding, all the files is split like into like several parts. So it's impossible for you to just take down or raid like one of the like a part of the files.
Yeah. If I host the file, I only host a shard, and that shard means nothing.
Exactly, and also so basically, if you understand this decentralized storage and decentralized file transfer, I think a majority of the user case, people use them to upload and download their lives. They use to teaching others. And we have lots of the interesting user case here. And because the cost is very efficient, actually empowers a lot of the people on the internet, and they can start to enjoy the internet services.
Yeah. I mean, there in the industry, blockchain industry, we are not the first one. We are actually one of the player who came very late. There are quite a few other exactly the same peer-to-peer network as well. We are just moving a little bit faster than them. And in my opinion, we are hoping to the platform can power like very big decentralized apps. For example, like DLive. DLive is a good example. Like DLive has a lot of licensed videos, but it's so expensive to store in the centralized storage. And going forward, actually, we're planning to work on that. They will store all the licensed videos in this network. So for the consumer as well, let's say we have decentralized apps for consumer users to store their personal pictures. Like me, I can store my pictures, either encrypted or not encrypted, depending on the situation. And then the centralized part is the decentralized apps. So the decentralized apps can do something like take some action, like make the decisions about like the illegal content. But for the network itself, since it's P2P, I don't see any like centralized party can do that.
Sure, Tong. There is some people in the YouTube, they have question. First question is from a person. So he asked, will there be a tutorial for hosters where I can get that, basically? And also another person called Remy Nas asked, like, when is the user interface ready to the user for the end users? Because some of the users, they don't know how to code, right? They don't understand like how to use Python or like terminal, like when the product will be ready to ship to them.
Okay, sure. Regarding the first question you asked about like how to get started, we actually built a website. Let me share with you. It's called docs.btfs.io. Give me 1 second. So I guess you can see it now. There's a website. It's mainly for developers. I know that it may not be perfect yet. We welcome for your input as well. But I think like all these instructions can get you like started very well. That's my opinion. This is for developers, for the DApp side. From the consumer side, like normal users, unfortunately, we are not there yet, especially for the user-friendly UI. For this quarter, we are going to build something, but that's probably not enough still. Like I think like we will have majority of them ready by sometime in Q2. So it will be user-friendly, like who are not technical.
So basically, from my understanding, so right now for developers is 100% ready, so you can get into BTFS now. And for the end users, if you are technical, you can get into the BTFS. If you want to wait for more like user-friendly interface, you can get there in Q2.
Yeah, that's correct.
So let's see some question in the Periscope. There is a person called the Big Sea Turtle. He have a question. So do you have more information about the cost of the storage we would like to build, or like DApps with BTFS?
Yeah, I think like this person probably missed what we just talked about. We talked about like about the pricing specifically. If you like have the chance, you can go back to play the video later. Basically, from the host side, from like the DApp side, it's very cheap comparing to the using the centralized storage. And from the host side, you can actually pay off your like hard drive in a few months. Normally from 5 to 7 months, that would be good enough.
I think we can also put this estimation on BTFS.io and also all our website to provide them like with a good guidance.
Sure. We can follow up on that.
And also, there's a people name called Bitcoin Post. He asked, "Is the funds are safe?" I think his meaning is if they put BTT into their clients, is this gonna be safe? Is gonna be stolen by the hackers?
Oh, I mean, this is So when you deposit the BTT from Tron blockchain to the in-app, you are the only one who have the private key. For the in-app, the private key is only stored locally. So this is actually a good question. We want to remind you that you need save your private key. But for the servers, there's no chance they can know your private key. As long as you keep your device safe, then your phone is safe.
Yeah, exactly. From my understanding, BTFS is same with Tron and all the cryptocurrency. So as long as you keep your secret key safe, do not upload this online. Always keep them locally. Your funds will always be safe.
Yeah. All the code are open source. You can see that it never goes to server side, the private key. I cannot hear you anymore.
Some people in the Twitter ask me, are you gonna give away anything at the end of videos? Definitely. So we will give away some red pockets, basically some perks to you guys in DLive. So for those of you who didn't know about DLive, so DLive is one of the live streaming platform we collaborate with, and today developed a way we can distribute the giveaway on live streaming. So because Twitter, Periscope, and the YouTube, they didn't develop these features. So if you want to get the money, this is the best way for you to download DLive and get into the DLive. So basically, we will give away some money at the end of the live streaming on DLive. So waiting DLive. Let me see another questions. If I have 5 TB of data like videos or music, will I earn BTT through the node? So basically, I believe if you have 5 TB data like videos or music, you have to pay to store on BTFS network. And if you contribute your files and the storage, if you contribute the storage into BTFS, you can earn tokens. Is that right, Tom?
Yes, if you want to store the file, you pay. But if you want to make money with the license, like your own like video, you may probably want to use DLive, I guess.
There is a very good question from Crypto Local. Will multiple files exist in a single shard? What is the typical shard size?
No, for the question, no. Like different files will have their own shard. The shard size is depending on how many shards you have. I would say normally we encourage like 30 shards for each file. I can let you I can calculate this way. Let's say you have a file of 30 megabyte, and you want to split into 30 shards into the BTFS network. Then each shard is actually 2 megabyte. So in total, it will be 60 megabyte, which is double size of the original file. So the shard, in short, the shard size is depending on the file size and also number of shards.
Fantastic. So at the end of live streaming, so right now I will distribute it 1,000 lemons. Basically, you can convert them to BTT as well. to our audience in DLive. So I see there is 200 people here. So I will distribute it to the treasure chest now. It will be distributed in 30 seconds. So right now is 20 seconds countdown. And you will receive the treasure chest with 1,000 lemons. So next time, if you also watch in Periscope and YouTube, you can also download DLive so you can receive the rewards if you like. Yeah, congratulations to Eldat. He wins like 148 lemons. And welcome to all the people who receive lemons. So thank you for this time, and thank you for everybody to come here to learn about BTT and the BTFS. And I will keep you guys updated on my Twitter, Justin Sang Chuang. And also at the same time, if you are a DApp developers, please try out BTFS. This is the one of the best decentralized storage services in the world. And basically you can submit like any advice or like any idea about decentralized storage to us in the future. You are always welcome. Thank you, everybody, and see you guys next time. If we get like more DApps running on BTFS, we will definitely keep you guys updated. Thank you. Bye-bye.